Hello YouTube, welcome back. Chris here. I want to do another Let's Fix a Bike. Today I have this Cannondale Adventure, just a basic comfort hybrid from Cannondale. And it was brought in because the left crank arm is loose. Now, this is a really common thing to see. A lot of people think you can just torque this back down and you'll be okay. Well, in some instances that's true. In most instances, the square splines from the square taper get worn out and you have to actually replace this piece. I'm going to pull this arm off. Shouldn't be too hard because it's already loose. Just got to take the bolt out and show you what I mean by that. So now I've got the crank arm off. I removed the pedal, and here you can see what the problem is. See how this metal has been deformed in here. This is the new one here that we're going to put on the bike. You can see it's got nice sharp edges on it. It's going to grip that spindle well, where this one's all gouged out. So no matter how much I tighten that down, it's going to work itself loose again. And that's why we're going to replace this, not just tighten the bolt and send them on their way, because it is going to happen again if we don't. If you are ordering these arms, a couple things to keep in mind. There are different lengths. This guy here is a 175 millimeter crank arm. They also make them in 170s, 1725, 165. So just make sure you have the same length with the one you're replacing. Also the same pattern. So this is called a diamond on a square taper. They also make a square taper. So if you order the wrong one and you need this and you get a square, it won't be aligned properly when you put on the bike. So make sure you're getting the right one, because that will not work for you. So, all right, we got the arm off. I'm going to put the new one on. This will be a simple fix and we're done. When you install these, you're really not supposed to grease them. It's an aluminum crank arm on a steel spindle, and if you do grease them, they tend to work themselves loose again because there's not enough friction there in between the two parts. So we're just going to put it on dry. I am replacing the crank arm fixing bolt because it was a little bit stripped out from being moved back and forth. So just to make sure this stays nice and tight, we're going to put a brand new bolt in there as well. And get this tightened on here. Go. Nice thing is you can order these as just single arms. You don't have to replace the entire crank set, which will save you quite a bit of money because these arms aren't horribly expensive. When you do put a pedal on, I recommend greasing the threads. Make it easier to get off in the future. Less chance of ruining the threading inside the crank arm. All right, and that is a successful repair. So we're ready to ride again. Well, I hope you found this informative. Very common problem to have with square taper cranks. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to make some more just like it.